What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel and welcome back to the video. Today I'm doing race 6 for the 2024 The Loop 110. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. This weekend the NASCAR Xfinity Series heads to the streets of Chicago, also known as the Chicago Street Course, a very technical and very tough track to pass. The last time we ran here at Chicago Street Course, we saw Cole Custer lead every single lap and win a rain-shortened race at Chicago Street Course. He'll be looking to get his second straight win at this racetrack and his first win of 2024 at Chicago. So now let's go ahead and jump into picks. But before we go ahead and jump into picks, let's take a look at the weather for this weekend. So the weather for this weekend is looking really promising. It's going to be 78 degrees a high with 67 degrees low with a 20% chance of rain with mostly cloudy skies. Going to be a lot nicer weather, no rain in the forecast. The weather looks really promising and really good for this weekend at the Chicago Street Course. So now let's go ahead and jump into picks. Usually for the Xfinity Series, I usually have two side picks, two drivers I expect to struggle throughout the weekend who will not have a good run this weekend. Two underdog picks, two drivers who need a good run who I think will have a great run this weekend, are really good at this type of track and under fun equipment. And I do my winner's pick. This weekend, however, I've got three suck picks, three underdog picks, a winner's pick, and five drivers you need to watch out for this weekend at the Chicago Street Course. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. Who are my suck picks for the 2024 The Loop 110? My first suck pick for this weekend at the Chicago Street Course is a driver of the 9 car for Junior Motorsports, Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones historically has not been the greatest road racer out there. He has really struggled on them since getting up to the NASCAR Xfinity Series. On top of that as well, this 9 team has been extremely inconsistent. They haven't had the overall pace or speed. I think Brandon Jones only had 5 or 6 top 10s so far this year. There's already conversations that he could get replaced by Connor Zilisch going into 2025. He really needs to step up to the plate if he's going to keep his seat. Unfortunately, I really don't expect much from him. I sadly think Brandon Jones is going to struggle this weekend at the Chicago Street Course. My second suck pick for this weekend at the Chicago Street Course is a driver of the 81 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, Chandler Smith. Chandler Smith started to steer off really well, and he's had some pretty good speed in the last couple weeks, but hasn't won since Richmond earlier this year. Also, Chandler Smith is really not the greatest road course racer out there. He's not ran up front a lot of races. He's generally struggled. Now, JGR's road course program has been good, but sadly, I don't expect much from Chandler Smith. I think he will, unfortunately, sadly struggle this weekend at the Chicago Street Course. And my third and final suck pick for this weekend at the Chicago Street Course is a driver of the A car for Junior Motorsports, Samy Smith. Samy Smith's had an okay year so far, 2024, but he hasn't really been setting the world on fire. And Samy Smith has kind of struggled on road courses so far in 2024, which is shocking considering the last couple of years when he drove for JGR, he did a pretty good job. I don't expect much from him this weekend. The field is really stacked, and I think drivers that are inexperienced at this track, unfortunately, are going to struggle. I don't expect much from Samy Smith. I think he sadly will struggle this weekend at the Chicago Street Course. And now we're going ahead and jump on the underdog picks for the Loop 110. Who are my underdog picks? My first underdog pick for this weekend at the Chicago Street Course is the driver of the 15 car for AM Racing, Joey Logano. Joey Logano is replacing Hailie Deegan this weekend because of Hailie Deegan's lack of performance and where she is in the owner's points. Now, Joey Logano, normally you probably have him as one to watch or contending for a win. But because Joey Logano is kind of an underfunded ride, I don't expect him to contend for a win. That being said, last year, this is where AM Racing got their only top 5 finish with Brett Moffitt. I think Joey Logano is going to have a very solid and a pretty good run this weekend. I think he's got a chance for a top 10 or top 15. I think he does a pretty good job this weekend at the Chicago Street Course. My second underdog pick for this weekend at the Chicago Street Course is the driver 30A car for Viking Motorsports / RSS Racing, Matt DiBenedetto. Matt DiBenedetto, in my opinion, is a pretty underrated road course racer. A lot of his top 5s and top 10s in Cup especially have come at road courses, and I feel like RSS Racing's program has been a little inconsistent on these types of tracks. I think Matt DiBenedetto is going to have a pretty solid and good performance, and I think he easily will be able to at least get a top 15 or even an outside chance at a top 10, though the field is stacked this weekend at the Chicago Street Course. And my third and final underdog pick for this weekend at Chicago is a driver 32 car for Jordan Anderson Racing, Austin Green. Austin Green has ran 3 races so far in 2024, and 2 of those have been inside of the top 10 finishes, and I think his other finish was inside the top 15. Austin Green, of course, the son of David Green, who is a Busch Series champion. I think he's going to do really well this weekend. I think he's going to contend for top 10. He's got a lot of experience on these types of tracks and racing in the TA2 series. I think he's going to do really solid, and I think he'll have a good chance at least at a top 10 this weekend at the Chicago Street Course with JAR. And now we're going ahead and jump on to the winner's pick for the Loop 110. Who is my winner's pick? This is a very stacked field. They've got a lot of Cup drivers like Kyle Larson, Ty Gibbs, Custer, AJ Allmendinger, and Shane Van Gisbergen running this weekend. The driver who I'm picking to win this weekend at the Chicago Street Course is a guy who won on his debut in the Cup Series last year. I'm picking Shane Van Gisbergen to pick up his 3rd win of the 2024 season at the Chicago Street Course. SVG is the best road course racer in the NASCAR Xfinity Series field. He has won the last 2 straight, and let's be real and honest, he probably should have won his Circuit Americas earlier this season. I think he's going to be the guy to beat. I think he's going to be really fast. I think he's going to be a major contender. I think he's going to dominate the race especially. I think Shane Van Gisbergen will be the guy to beat and will win the pole and win at the Chicago Street Course this weekend. And now we're going ahead and jump on to drivers you need to watch out for this weekend at Chicago. Who should you have your eyes out on? The first driver you should watch out for this weekend at the Chicago Street Course is a driver 17 car for Hendrick Motorsports, Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson has already won in the Xfinity Series so far this year, coming back at COTA when Austin Hill and SVG got into each other. I think Kyle Larson is going to have a good chance to get his 2nd win of 2024 in Xfinity. Kyle Larson has been really good at the track. I think he was one of the fastest cars in the race last year in Cup. I think Kyle Larson is going to have a good chance and opportunity to win this weekend at Chicago. The second driver you should watch out for this weekend at the Chicago Street Course is a driver of the 19 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs is a really solid road racer. Multiple of his Xfinity Series wins have come on road courses in the last few seasons. And I think Ty Gibbs will have a solid chance and a great opportunity to go to victory lane. I think he'll have the pace and speed, and I think he'll be up front contending potentially for his first Xfinity Series win of 2024 because he's still looking for his first Xfinity win of the season. The third driver to watch out for this weekend at the Chicago Street Course is a driver of the 00 car for Stewart-Haas Racing, Cole Custer. Cole Custer, of course, is the defending winner, but he's been extremely solid so far. In the 16 or 17 Xfinity Series race he ran, he has finished in the top 10 13 times, and I feel like the speed has been there on the short run and the long run the last couple weeks. He's still looking for his first win, of course, of the 2024 season, but I think he'll have a great chance and a really strong opportunity to potentially get his first win of 2024 this weekend at the Chicago Street Course. The fourth driver to watch out for this weekend at the Chicago Street Course is a driver 16 car for Colleague Racing, AJ Allmendinger. AJ Allmendinger, I think he's going to have a really good chance and opportunity to get that first win of the season. Allmendinger's only had like 2 or 3 top 5s altogether, but I think he'll have a really good chance and opportunity to get it done. The call cars have been historically really good at these types of racetracks, and it is always up front. I think AJ Allmendinger will have a really solid chance and a fantastic opportunity to potentially win his first race of 2024 this weekend at the Chicago Street Course. And the fifth final driver I think you should watch out for this weekend at Chicago is a driver of the 1 car for Junior Motorsports, Sam Mayer. Sam Mayer has generally been on a roll the last couple of weeks. I know that did not go well in New Hampshire. The finish wasn't there at Nashville, but he's been really good at other types of tracks. Won at Iowa Speedway, and he has won, I think, 3 of the last 7 or 8 road course races. Sam Mayer is also really fast at Portland as well. I think Sam Mayer is going to have a really solid chance and a pretty strong opportunity to get his 3rd win of 2024 and his 7th career NASCAR Xfinity Series victory. So, those are my race picks for the 2024 The Loop 110. Just a reminder, my suck picks are Brandon Jones, Chandler Smith, Samy Smith. My underdog picks are Joey Logano, Matt Benedetto, Austin Green. My winner's pick is Shane Van Gisbergen. And the ones to watch out for, Kyle Larson, Ty Gibbs, Cole Custer, AJ Allmendinger, and Sam Mayer. Those are my race picks. So, that is going to be for the race picks video for the 2024 The Loop 110. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, does go live on my channel. Follow me Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support my Patreon as well. List description below that, and comment your picks for this weekend at Chicago. Let me know your suck picks, let me know your underdog picks, let me know your winner's pick, and let me know your drivers you're watching out for this weekend at Chicago. Let me know your picks in the comments below. Later tomorrow on the channel, we're going to have the Cup Series race pick for the Chicago Street Course. We're going to have the paint scheme video for the Cup Series race at Chicago. If any major news breaks tomorrow, we'll discuss it here on the channel. And we've also got a news video dropping on Friday as well. Got a ton of great content dropping that I cannot wait for you guys to check out. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.